Hey guys. So today in Writer's Workshop, we are going to continue with our story pattern. And because it's going to take us some time to understand that, and the best way to do that is to listen to some stories and to figure out what's happening in them. And to use our pyramid, our diamond, our writing diamond. So if you look here again, we have how that top triangle is our beginning. And it's going to have some information, but not the most. We then have our middle portion of the story. And if you see, that has the most amount of space because that's where all of your problems are going to happen. Because if you think about it, a character has more than one problem. And so all of the problems and the things that they go through in that story go right in the middle. And then the end is small as well because you're just solving the problem and kind of closing out the story. And so we're going to read another story, and this one is called the book Grumpy Monkey. Okay, and so we're going to listen to the story, and we're going to figure out what's happening in the beginning, the middle, and the end. Okay, so let's listen.
Grumpy Monkey by Suzanne Lang, illustrated by Max Lang. Creatively read and adapted by Miss Jill. One wonderful day, Chimpanzee woke to discover that nothing was right. The sun was too bright, the sky was too blue, and the bananas were too sweet. Jim was confused. What's going on?
Maybe you're grumpy,
suggested Norman from next door. I'm not grumpy, Jim insisted. On his walk, he met Marabou.
Jim's grumpy,
Norman told Marabou. Why are you grumpy, Jim? asked Marabou. It's such a wonderful day. Grumpy? Me? I'm not grumpy, said Jim.
So what do you think is happening? What do you think the beginning is all about? That's right. It's about him finding out that he's grumpy. Now let's see some of the problems that let's see the middle and see all of those problems that are going to arise.
But look how you're standing, Marabou said.
Yep, it's true,
said Norman.
You're all hunched.
So Jim loosened up. Then he ran into Lemur.
Jim's grumpy,
Norman told Lemur. Why are you so grumpy, Jim? asked Lemur. It's such a wonderful, wonderful day. Grumpy? Me? I'm not grumpy, said Jim. Oh, look at your eyebrows. Yep, you look grumpy, said Lemur.
It's true,
said Norman.
You're all bunched up.
So Jim raised his brow. Then he tripped over Snake.
Uh-oh,
said Norman.
That's the last thing you need when you're feeling so grumpy.
Grumpy? Me? I'm not grumpy, said Jim. Then why the frown? said Snake.
I think it's because you tripped over you,
Norman whispered to Snake. So Jim put on a smile.
So what's happening in the middle? What are we finding out? You're right, we're finding out he's trying to make himself get ungrumpy. So he's trying all these things to not be grumpy anymore. Let's see how he solves this problem.
Finally, Jim looked happy, but he didn't feel happy inside. Everyone wanted Jim to enjoy this wonderful day. You should sing with us, said the birds. Jim didn't feel like singing. Oh, you should swing with us, come on, said the monkeys. Jim didn't feel like swinging. Oh, you should roll with us, said the zebras. Jim didn't feel like rolling. You should stroll with us, said the peacocks. Jim didn't feel like strolling. You should lie in the grass. You should stomp your feet. You should take a bath. And make a splash. You should hug someone. You should laugh. You should just take a nap.
So they're continuing to give him all these great ideas of how to be ungrumpy. Again, that's our middle. See how long that story is? That's our middle.
You should eat old meat.
Or some honey.
You should jump up and down on me. You should sit in the sun like me, see?
You should dance.
But Jim didn't feel like doing any of that. Why are you so grumpy, Jim? Asked the others. It's such a wonderful day. I'm not grumpy, shouted Jim as he beat his chest. And he stormed off. Jim felt sorry. A little sorry for shouting at everybody, but mostly sorry for himself. I guess I am grumpy, Jim sighed. And just as he was starting to feel really sad, he came upon Norman. Norman was slumped. His eyebrows were bunched up. And he was frowning. What's the matter? Are you grumpy?
So here he's starting to figure out his problem. He's starting to solve the problem that he had. So he's meeting a character and they're starting to solve it. So this is where your ending comes in.
He's frowning. What's the matter? Are you grumpy? Asked Jim.
No, I danced with Porcupine,
said Norman. Are you okay? Asked Jim.
Yeah, it hurts, but I'll probably feel better soon enough,
said Norman.
Are you still grumpy?
Yeah, said Jim. But I'll probably feel better soon enough too. For now, I need to be grumpy.
Mm-hmm. It's a wonderful day to be grumpy,
said Norman. Jim agreed. And he already felt a little bit better. The end.
So what happened at the end? How did they solve their problem? That's right. That some days we're just going to be grumpy. And that's okay to be grumpy on some days. You don't always have to be happy. So if we look at our chart, in the beginning, what did we learn? We learned that our character is grumpy, right? What's our character's name? Jim, right? Jim says it's okay that we can be grumpy. So in the beginning, Jim is grumpy. In the middle, what do we learn? Jim's friends find ways to make him happy, right? They're finding all the different ways. They're saying, try this, maybe you'll get ungrumpy. Well, in the end, what did we learn? Well, we learned that it's okay that you can be grumpy some days. So finally, in the end, Jim learns you can have grumpy days. And look, we just created a story structure. In the beginning, Jim is grumpy. In the middle of the story, Jim's friends find ways to make him happy. Finally, in the end, Jim learns you can have grumpy days. Always reread your stuff. What was the purpose? Remember, we learned about those author's eyes and the different ways that an author can write. Was it for an experience, a problem and solution, informative, or an opinion? The purpose was to entertain us, right? They're entertaining us. So he's entertaining us with a problem and solution story. Do you see how big that middle piece of our diamond was? So for your assignment, all you have to do is copy in what we've done, because we've already done this together. We completed our narrative story and our framework. Look, we're getting to be closer and closer to writers. Copy this, and then you can either take a picture of it and put it into Schoology, or you can you're going to have to take a picture and send it into Schoology. All right, guys, talk to you later.